Welcome to MultiTeach and Lessons Online. This video demonstrates how to play and create a bugs lesson and how to use related features of Lessons Online, Snowflake MultiTeach, and the MultiTeach Lessons Community. Bugs is a multimedia lesson type that can support learning concepts across many levels and subject areas. It can be used for whole class presentation, individual practice, as well as paired and group activities in which students interact with the screen simultaneously in collaboration with one another. In this segment, I'll show how to select and play a bugs lesson using a Lessons Online example. Lessons in Lessons Online can be accessed or created anywhere there is an internet connection and can be synced to the Lessons app in MultiTeach. I'll navigate to Lessons Online and sign in with my email and password. I'll start off with the My Lessons dashboard in Lessons Online, where I have lessons previously imported from the MultiTeach Lessons Community and others that I am working on. I'll open a bugs lesson by pressing on the green play button in the center of the thumbnail. Students are provided a question, problem, or challenge that appears at the top of the screen. For each round, the bugs are randomly distributed on the screen and start wandering around. The response cards on the back of the bugs can display text, images only, or video. Students tap the bugs when they think they are correct. If correct, a green check appears on the bug. If incorrect, a red X. The bug is then removed from the round. Once the correct bugs are selected, the round ends. Feedback regarding the correct and incorrect responses is displayed at the end of the round. The bugs lesson supports multiple rounds of play, and each round can represent a different challenge. In this segment, I'll demonstrate how to access and use a lesson description while in a lesson. If a lesson has a description, you can access it by going to the hamburger menu when you are in play mode. Select Description, which will open it in the center of the screen. If the lesson is linked to a video, the video will appear at the top of the description. This lesson was designed to go along with a series of music videos created by a teacher to teach the times tables. Press play and you can view the video with your students. In this case, you can encourage the students to sing along. Close out the YouTube player to return to the description. In the body of the description is text that corresponds with the lesson's description as it appears in the MultiTeach Lessons Community. In this case, the description includes information about how to use the lesson instructionally, curriculum standards, and related resource links. The external links can be accessed directly from the description page. Here's an example of a link to a number of hands-on multiplication activities. Close out the browser to return to the lesson screen, and then close the description to return to the lesson. To view the lesson in edit mode, navigate to the hamburger menu and select Edit. Here you can make changes if needed. For example, move the content bars to different spots, access the customized content screen to make corrections or updates, or add background images. Select Update Preview to set any changes. Select the Lesson Information tab to view the editable description information. This provides you with a way to make changes to the description. You might want to set the video to play upon opening the lesson, change the start and end points of the video, add a curriculum standard or lesson objective, or add another web link. Select Manage Content and return to the hamburger menu where you have several options. Select Help to review how-to information about the bugs lesson type from the NUITEQ Support Wiki. Close the Help browser to return to the Edit screen. Press the green Play button located at the top right corner of the preview screen to return to the lesson in full screen mode. I'll select My Lessons from the hamburger menu to return to the Lessons Online dashboard. In this segment, I'll go over how to build a bugs lesson in Lessons Online. To create a bugs lesson from scratch, I'll start from the My Lessons dashboard in Lessons Online. I'll select the green Create Lesson button, which will guide me to the lesson selection screen. At the top of the screen is a button where you can choose Practice, the default. If you want to create a lesson that is graded, you can move the selection slider to Assessment to choose a lesson type for your students that can be graded. The bugs lesson type is not gradable, so I'll use the default. Details about setting up class lists and setting lessons to students can be found in another tutorial. Here, I'll select the bugs lesson type icon. This will open the bugs lesson edit screen. On the left top of the screen, I will type the name of the lesson. Then I'll select the Create Question button and enter a question. I'll select the Create Answer button to enter a response choice. Selecting Enter advances to the next bar. I can add additional rounds if desired. I can move the items up or down by using the handlebar located in the right side of the content bar. On the upper right-hand side of the screen is the interactive preview screen. I'll use the interactive preview screen to check the lesson. An online image. You can view the lesson in full screen mode by pressing play. Below the preview screen, I can select details to customize the lesson. In the text section, I can select the font type, size, color, and shadow. The background section provides two options under the theme heading. I can select the green background button to import an image from my hard drive or an image stored in Google Drive. In this case, I'll use the drop-down menu to select the field theme, one of several choices. In the Rules section, I can set the items to appear in order or randomized. I can also set a timer. If I plan to send the lesson to the MultiTeach Lessons Community, I'll select the Lesson Information tab and enter details. Here is an example. Teachers can explain the purpose of the lesson, how it can be used instructionally, and how students play it. Next, list the curriculum standards or instructional objectives that align with the video, lesson, and any related online activities. If your lesson aligns to a YouTube video, enter the URL in the space below the description box. You can use the start and end point settings to select a specific section of a video for use with the lesson. Enter any web links in the spaces below using the Add Link button. Links can be deleted by using the circle icon located at the left of the link entry box. Then enter keywords separated by commas that will help others find your lesson while doing a search. All information completed here will show up in the lesson's description when accessed from within the lesson in Lessons Online or in Snowflake MultiTeach. Any links you enter in the body of the lesson's description will appear in the lesson's description as live links in the MultiTeach Lessons Community. Links will open in a new browser window for preview. Close the browser window to return to the description. Descriptions for lessons created before 6.0 can also be found on the MultiTeach Lessons Community. In this segment, I'll go over how to save a lesson in Lessons Online to the MultiTeach Lessons Community. While in the Lesson Edit screen, I'll access the hamburger menu and select Save to Community. A dialog box appears where I'll fill out information about the lesson. I'll select the age group, subject, and country, and check to see if the lesson type is correct. I'll press the green button to upload the lesson to the community. I'll press the green play button to view the lesson in full screen mode for use with students. Lessons in the My Lessons dashboard can be uploaded directly to the MultiTeach Lessons Community, another option. Scroll to locate the lesson. Under the lesson's thumbnail, select Save to Community. This will open the dialog box where details can be set. Then press the green button to upload the lesson to the community. For your reference, here's some tips for managing lessons created or accessed in Lessons Online. First, set your students to be users of Lessons Online and grouped into a class or classes before they can receive lessons. Access the NUITEQ user manual at docs.nuitec.com for details. Only lessons residing in Lessons Online can be sent directly to students as individual lessons or lessons lists. Some lesson types are gradable. Lessons created or accessed in Lessons Online remain in the My Lessons dashboard even if they're not sent to the MultiTeach community. They can be deleted. Lessons sent from the My Lessons dashboard from Lessons Online to the MultiTeach Lessons Community can be accessed from within the Lessons app in Snowflake MultiTeach by using a search feature. Lessons from the My Lessons dashboard can sync to the Lessons app in MultiTeach and vice versa by signing into Lessons Online from within the MultiTeach Lessons app home screen. The lessons synced from Lessons Online will appear in the main list of lessons in the MultiTeach Lessons app. Lessons in the main list of lessons in the MultiTeach Lessons app will appear in the My Lessons dashboard if you are signed in from within MultiTeach. Plan to sync lessons during non-instructional time. The sync feature can be turned off within MultiTeach by signing out. In this segment, I will go over the bugs lesson type in MultiTeach. There are similarities between playing and creating lessons in Lessons Online and in Snowflake MultiTeach. Here are the similarities. You can search for and import lessons from the MultiTeach Lessons community and send them to the community. You can edit lessons, create new lessons, organize lessons into lesson lists, and add links to YouTube videos and online instructional resources via a description that is accessed while the lesson is in play mode. Here are some tips for using the Lessons app in MultiTeach. To access the Lesson app in MultiTeach, start from the main menu. This is the elementary view that is used for lessons for pre-K and primary level students. Select the icon that will be labeled elementary or secondary. This will lead you to a selection screen where you can choose the desired level. This is the secondary level screen. Note, while in one level, you can only search for lessons within that level. In this case, the example lesson is for elementary students, so I'll return to the elementary view. Here, I'll demonstrate how to access a bugs lesson I have in the Lessons app in MultiTeach. Select the Lessons icon, which will lead to the Lessons app home screen. You can open the lesson in full screen mode by selecting the play button in the center of the thumbnail. The lesson plays the same way as it does in Lessons Online. Select the corner icon to open the side menu where you can select back to navigate to the Lessons Edit screen. In this case, I'll select the Lessons Home icon to return to the home screen. Select the wheel icon in the Lessons thumbnail to open the Edit screen and make changes if needed. This will lead you to the Lesson Type selection screen. Select the lesson type. This leads to the Edit screen. The Edit screen in MultiTeach is slightly different from Lessons Online. Notice that the Bugs lesson in MultiTeach allows for the import of a CSV file for text-based content. The Manage Content, Customize Content, and other content bars are the same in both the MultiTeach Lessons app and Lessons Online. The same is true for the Preview window and text, background, and gameplay sections. Selecting the Community button will send the lessons to the MultiTeach Lessons Community. The Export button sends the lesson to your hard drive or other storage location. The Play button is in the lower right corner next to the Export button and will activate the lesson in full screen mode. The left-hand column supports navigation within the MultiTeach Lessons app. The Lesson Information tab in MultiTeach provides a way for teachers to import an MP4 video from their hard drive. This is an option for teachers who do not have access to YouTube. It is also a good way to utilize educator or student-created videos to complement the lessons. Select the Manage Content tab and then press play to open the lesson in full screen. To view the lesson's description as it appears to the user, go to the corner menu and select the description icon. Press play to view the video in full screen mode. Scroll to view the remainder of the description. The web links located at the bottom of the description will open the web browser to online resources, just as they do in the Lessons Online version of the lesson. In MultiTeach, use the side menu to select Close App to close the browser. Tap anywhere on the screen outside of the description to return to the lesson in play mode. Use the side menu and select Close App to exit the lesson. In this segment, I'll demonstrate ways to access pre-made lessons for use in the Lessons app in MultiTeach. The example for this tutorial is the 9 times table lesson, aligned to a music video by a teacher. One way to find this lesson is to go to the MultiTeach Lessons Community and enter a keyword in the search box and use filters. In this case, I keyed in the teacher's name. From the search results, I'll select the desired lesson, which opens up the lesson's description. Here I can preview the video and resource links, and then select the green download button to download the lesson to my hard drive where I can access it. Next, in MultiTeach, I'll select the Lessons app from the main menu. This will lead me to the Lessons app home screen. I'll select the Import Lesson button, which will open a file browser window. Select the Lessons icon and it will appear at the top of the lesson list, where it can be opened in full screen by pressing the play button at the center of the thumbnail, or opened in the edit screen by selecting the wheel icon to the left. The next example is good for teachers who are looking for a lesson for their students and don't have a need to use the Lessons edit screen to make modifications. The main menu in MultiTeach has a search box where keywords or lesson titles can be entered. In this case, I'll search for the 9 times table song lesson. This opens a screen where the lesson or lessons related to the search keywords will appear. Simply select the lesson and it will quickly open in MultiTeach in full screen mode. Use the side menu accessed from the corner menu to close the application. This will lead to the main menu search screen where you can search for additional lessons or view related videos. Close out the search browser to return to the main menu. If you open the Lessons app, the lesson will appear in the middle column. You can use the search features in the MultiTeach Lessons app to access and import a lesson. Select the Community Lessons icon at the top of the second column. This will activate the white search box at the top of the third column along with the search filters. Enter the keywords or title of the lesson in the search box. Use the filters to narrow the search by age group, subject, lesson type, or country. The search results will appear in the list below. I'll locate the 9 times table bugs lesson from the list and import it by selecting the green download button in the center of the lesson's thumbnail. Once loaded, selecting the wheel icon will open the lesson's edit screen. Pressing the green play button will open it in full screen. Note, gameplay for the bugs lesson was reviewed in the Lessons Online tutorial for this lesson type. To return to the lesson's edit screen, use the corner icon to open the side menu and select Back. For your reference, here is a summary of ways to access lessons for use in MultiTeach. Visit the MultiTeach Lessons Community and download a lesson directly to your hard drive. Use the Import Lesson button in the MultiTeach Lessons app to access it. Use the Search feature in the main MultiTeach menu to search for and access a lesson that will open up quickly in full screen mode. Search for lessons located in the community from within the MultiTeach Lessons app home screen, and open them in full screen or edit mode. From the My Lessons page in Lessons Online, search for and open a lesson. It will automatically sync to the Lessons app in the MultiTeach Lessons app home screen if you are signed into Lessons Online. This has been a video about playing and creating a bugs lesson and how to use features of Lessons Online, Snowflake MultiTeach, and the MultiTeach Lessons Community. For more information, access the user manual at docs.nuiteq.com.